I don't want to fall into Wigan Canal. That is hot. It's Nashville hot. You get money and good luck, or money or good luck, or both hopefully. So yeah, let's see what happens. Welcome to Wigan. I'm going to show you around Wigan today and show you why Wigan is going to be the place to be. Have a look at this mill. This is Eckersley Mill, and it's been restored to office space, offices, terraces, cafes. Looks pretty good. And if you look up at here, you can see that it's well underway. It looks like they just left the outer shell of that building intact, which is good. I hope they've left some of the interior intact. This area needs a little bit of work, I'll say that much. And over there you can see Trencherfield Mill, which is apartments. I don't know how I think it's this way to get across. Who's this? That's a strange figure. He's having a look at Wigan Pier. So Wigan Pier was restored in the 80s, and it was a museum and kind of living centre, and you could go around and there'd be actors in there and showing you how life was, and then gradually over the decades it's got run down again, and then now it's starting to be restored again, although it seems to have come to a bit of a halt. And I've seen a lot of people come here and they film this and they say, oh, that's the pier there, that's Wigan Pier across there with the walkway, but it's actually not the real pier. I'll go down and we'll show you where the real pier is. Now this site you can see here on the left hand side where that brick wall is, this was the site of Wigan Pier nightclub in the 80s and probably early 90s, which was, I remember, absolutely buzzing, and I don't know if it burned down or just fell down in the end, but there's nothing left of it now, how it was. think this was part of the nightclub in here. And, absolutely fantastic buildings. And of course this canal here was connected to the Leeds and Liverpool Canal and finally navigable out to sea. So you'd ship a lot of coal from here back in the day. This looks like apartments now or something like that. It's got parking underneath. And as we come up to this spot here, you can see it's got the old tracks on here from the little railway or tram lines that would come up in here. And this point here, this little wooden jetty, this is actually Wigan Pier. This tiny spot here is Wigan Pier. So we would roll onto here with coal, and the coal would tip up into the canal onto the barges and transport them from this. I don't know if, is this safe to stand on, do you think? It looks, that looks a bit dodgy. Oh, can you see that's Wigan Pier? Not very big, but yeah, well famous thanks to George Orwell and his novel The Road to Wigan Pier. There's a little sign over here. I wonder if this tells us anything. It's a bit dirty, but you can see that is the Wigan Pier. And there you can see how it tips up and the coal goes on there and then it tips down into the barges, and it shows you the canal system out. All right. Let's head back up to that food hall. Check it out. I'm going to try. Do you think this is safe? I don't want to fall into Wigan Canal. Yeah, Wigan Pier, still going strong after all these years. There's not much to do on it. You can't get any ice creams or anything like that, but it's history. It's historic. I think there are still a couple of boats down here, canal boats. I think they're like pleasure cruisers. We can go and have a quick look at if they're still there. Yeah, there they go. Underneath there, got a couple of party boats. Though I haven't seen those moving for quite a while. Hello. Let's check those opening hours. So far only open 3 days a week. This is a really cool building. 1904. That looks in need of a bit of restoration, that one. I know, it used to have a few antique places in there, but it looks like closed up now. Feast at the Mills. Right, let's see what the feast is all about. All right. Got Greek food in there. Let's have a look around. Bar over there. Here's these crispy chicken burgers.
Smelled the entire bar out, but we left it on a shelf in our dry store for a few months. We forgot about it once we opened it. It goes out of date. And like once we opened it again, it exploded and basically it had built a layer of fat. And it just went out everywhere.
Yeah, pizzas. Right, right. Let's go for the same as you.
Okay. We'll share.
Yeah, share it.
Alright,
Yeah.
can we go one chili honey?
One chili honey.
Yeah, and garlic mayo dip.
And the garlic mayo dip.
What's that? Wigan Warrior. Crispy chicken. Steak ale pie.
I do not know.
Right, so what have we got? We've got some potato ball things. Tops. Tods. This already got something on it. So that's a Todd. We've got 3 dips. I think that one's garlic mayo. Try that. Mmm. That's actually very nice. Let's try another one. I don't know what that sauce. What's that sauce?
Nashville hot.
Nashville hot. That is hot. It's Nashville hot. I got crispy chicken. I don't know where to begin with this. It's quite a lot. I'm going in. Let's get a piece of this. Chuck him. Looks well cooked. Let's try that with a bit of garlic mayo. Mmm. Mmm. That's very nice. Mmm. Let's check out the only arcade still open in Wigan, Makinson Arcade. Wow, there's an open view at the end of here. I've not seen in a long time this open. What? This is like nothing I've ever seen. This is incredible amount of space. Oh, you can see right through to Market Street this side. See right through to Cafe Nero there. And giant hole underneath. It's been dug out, which must have been their basement under there. Wow, there's such an open space. So I remember in the 80s, the market hall was not that market hall there. That one was built in the 90s. There was one in right up until the 80s, which was right in front of us here. It's like an 1850s or thereabouts building, which was an old stone market hall, which was very nice. And that got torn down to build the galleries, which has now also been torn down. So, as I understand it, this is where the new market's going to go. Are they using this structure for the new market? I don't really understand, like, how is that going to work? Is that just going to be underneath? I guess we'll find out. You can see the current market hall there. This is going to all come down, including the clock tower, which I don't know why they're going to pull that down, because it looks alright, it still looks good. I think it's just got to that age where it's starting to look a little bit interesting. 1987 that was built. Alright, so we're going to have a look at this area of Wigan, which is a very beautiful area. This is Mesnes Park Terrace, and in front of us we've got Mesnes Park. Watch your back. Mesnes Park, aka Wigan Park. Let's have a little look at the history. Built in 1871. And that, wow, that's how it used to look in, when? 1900s that looks like. See aerial shot there. So it looks like the last bit of money spent on this park was 2010, 1.9 million from their Heritage Lottery Fund, bringing the total restoration to 6.1 million. Well, we'll see. Does it look like 6.1 million's been spent in this park? I think it looks pretty good. It's quite tidy. Well, at least the sun's coming out. Something. Does it look like a lot of work's been done on this park? I think it's quite tidy. I think it looks as though they are keeping it in good shape. You can see the cafe there, which is the original pavilion building at the top of the steps. I think it wasn't it Eckersley that built this park? I think it was the Eckersleys, which where we were at the food court, that's next to Eckersley Mill. So they must have made all the money from that mill, whatever that mill made, probably wool, probably a woolen mill, and donated money to build this park for the good people of Wigan, and it's still going strong all these years later. Sir Francis Sharp Powell, Baronet, born in Wigan, MP for his native town. So what you're supposed to do, it's tradition in Wigan, you're supposed to rub his foot, that's why it's so shiny, and then you get money and good luck, or money or good luck, or both hopefully. So yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, so let's check out this fountain. Warning, treated water, not suitable for drinking or bathing. Oh, you're joking. I was just thinking of having a drink and then bathing in it. I can't do either of those things. Looks a little bit murky in there. I'm not sure I want to drink or bathe in it. Well, that's a very pleasant view. That's a good reason why Wigan is on the up. It has a beautiful park. It's not only is it been restored, but it's kept in good condition, it looks like. A memorial to the men that fell in the South African War, 1899 to 1902. That statue looks a bit like a cartoon. Only the best cuisine you get here. Greenolds, pies and pasties. Should we walk around it?
Yeah.
You filming?
Yeah.
We should go down this way this time.
Very Hitchcock of you.
Yes. If you want to see ducks, come to Wigan. Plenty of ducks in this town. Not surprised, look at all the seed on the ground. They have a feast around here. Okay, so down here we're going to see the house of a very famous person who was, I think, was born in this house, or certainly lived in it for a number of years when he was extremely young. And that person, from Lord of the Rings fame, is Ian McKellan, or Sir Ian McKellan. And there's nothing notable on the house. There's no plaque. There's nothing to indicate where it is, but yeah, you can check on Google and you can see which his house was. Now, if I can get this right, it's definitely one of these houses here. And I think, wait a minute, let's check.
It seems like it's a lie.
It's a lie. Shortly before the outbreak of the Second World War, in September 1939, Ian McKellan's family moved to Wigan. They lived there until Ian was 12 years old, before relocating to Bolton in 1951. But which is his house? There's no picture of it. I have a feeling that it's this one, number 19. I don't know why, I just seem to remember that it's this. I think it's one of these, 17 or 19. If you know which house is Ian McKellan's from his childhood days, let me know in the comments. I wasn't lying. Ian McKellan in Wigan, and he's doing the old touching the foot, and it worked for him because he's rich, so it must be true, right? When he was awarded a Believe Star outside Wigan Life Centre, wow, that's the ultimate accolade in life, isn't it? If you get a Wigan Believe Star, you've pretty much made it. You can do anything you want. Camelot. There's a nice Art Nouveau door. Dr. Muriel Hay, 1898 to 1990. That's a cool old building. Got another little arcade here. I think it's called Royal Arcade. It's quite an old one. I think it's Victorian. It might even be older than Victorian. As you can see up there, that's what it used to look like in Victorian times. Oh, this is a nice little antique shop. You know, we should have a look in there. This is Main Street in Wigan, which is Market Street, and you can see there's a lot of black and white Tudor buildings on here. These are all original, nothing is mock Tudor in the centre of Wigan, all original buildings. It's good that it's kept its character. Now I'll have a walk up here, which is Millgate, and you can see on the left hand side there we've got the Ship Hotel. Now a lot of people won't know that Wigan was navigable to the sea, as I said earlier, which is why you get things like the Ship Hotel. Out this way we've got quite an interesting sculpture. Some kind of face of Wigan. Now on the left hand side there we've got what was the old civic centre. This looks like late 1950s, early 60s building, and this building is being restored. It's very interesting architecture, I think. I'd be ashamed to have pulled that one down, but I think there's a company in Manchester that's going to restore that. It's going to be workspaces or something like that, which will be pretty good. See, this is the statue of Billy Boston. 571 tries in his career for Wigan. One of the greatest players ever to play. And there we've got Wigan Life Centre. I'm not actually sure what goes on in there, but it looks like part of Wigan Council buildings. We've got a nice square here, and looking down that way you can see down this alleyway which is called the Weend, and I believe this was travel down in the English Civil War, or it's something to do with the English Civil Wars, so it's a very old part of Wigan. And we're going to have a look over here to the oldest pub in Wigan, which is the John Bull. Now this pub is actually the second oldest pub in England, and there's been recorded that this was a pub since 1271. 1271, can you believe it? It must be one of the oldest buildings in Wigan, before all the Tudor buildings and places like that. This pub was already here. It's a bit of a rock pub, as I think, these days. So this is the Weend. A lot of interesting shops down here. There's the Weend bar. It's very cool in there. What are these? Some tiny little Polaroids. There is the old Wigan Casino. This spot here in this arcade, this is the site of the old Wigan Casino, which was countrywide famous in the 70s, and I think in the end it burned down, and then it got the rest of it got pulled down after the fire. But yeah, it was really famous. He invented a lot of things there. Like they listened to like soul music, and invented new dances and things like that. So yeah, that was quite iconic. There's nothing left of it now.